I don't think this is going to work. This is going to be a heck of a lot of problem, then it's a convenience, and it's going to make everybody's life miserable. And we all feel like that when we have to break that comfort zone. When we have to get out of that comfort zone that we lived with for years, the practices we feel are right for us, the practices we feel are benefiting us, but they might not be. They might be hurting us for years, but we turn a blind eye towards it. So the biggest challenge to break the cocoon comfort is the fear that we have of getting something new, something different in our lives, something that we feel that is going to hurt us. We just don't want to go too close to that thing. And that fear definitely can only be broken when you employ a strategy that could be unique to you. A strategy that is based on what your model of life looks like, what your relationship looks like, what you do at work, or what you want to do in your community, family, or society. So one strategy that I would like to share that really works is the process of screening. If you would like to take notes on this, screening, or one specific way that you have to identify to create that vision where you can look at everything that's going on in your personal life, professional life, or social life. You utilize that tool of screening to identify what is it that I really have. What is it that I have in my life that is either benefiting me or hurting me? But one process of that is just screening and just observing. Usually in my talks, I refer to this practice a lot because I have worked in the scientific field from an engineering background. So this strategy was a part of my professional life until I realized that you can take everything that is being done in organizations, in corporate world, you can take all those strategies, all those policies, and apply it to your normal life. You can apply it to your relationship, to fix it if it's broken, or to make it even better. Corporations call that strategy as 5S. And I'll read out to you. A 5S, for those of you who are not from a scientific background, a 5S strategy is a workspace organizational method. And what they do is they apply the principle of number one. It's the 5S. One is sorting. Number two is shine. Number three is straighten. Sometimes they interchangeably use those, so you can do sort, shine, straighten, standardize, and sustain. And that policy, or that specific method that when I work with teams in Japan, when I work with global teams even in the United States, was utilized. And number one method that you have to pay attention to is the sorting part. Knowing that what is it that you have, and how messy is it or how beautiful it is. I'll give you a small example. Last November, I thought that I should go grocery shopping when my wife was not around, and I ended up bringing cinnamon raisin bagels. Well, little did I know that I actually confused cinnamon raisin bagels with cinnamon muffins. So I thought, well, if they're going to sit there, somebody has to eat it. My mom was going to come around, so I thought she would probably try it. I made a mistake. Cinnamon raisin bagel, muffins, well, close enough, but I picked them up. December, close to Christmas, they still sat in the fridge. My mother-in-law came in, and I was just browsing the refrigerator, and I said, oh, that looks like that's from last month. I should get rid of it. I took it out, and I opened the trash, and right when I was about to put it in the trash, she looks at me, my mother-in-law. She looks at me, you know, the subtle way of mother-in-laws. She looks at me, and she's like, Are you going to throw it away? Said, should I not? No, you could actually give those to ducks. Well, okay. And the bagels went back in the refrigerator. And since then, my wife and I, we took multiple trips to numerous parks around North Dallas and found so many ducks, and every time we see those ducks, we think of bringing those cinnamon bagels, but they're still sitting in the refrigerator. So that's the whole idea of understanding what is it that you really want to sort out from your life. First process would be just to observe. The first process would be just to see what you have in your hand.